Addiction is one of the most misunderstood conditions in the world. People often say it's a choice or a lack of willpower, or something you should just get over. But the truth? Addiction is far more complex and far more human than most people realize. Today, we're breaking down what addiction actually is, how it takes over the mind and body, and why recovery is absolutely possible. Chapter 1. What addiction really is. Addiction is not simply using too much of something. It is a chronic relapsing condition that changes how the brain works. It affects the parts of the brain responsible for reward, motivation, memory, decision-making, emotional regulation. Over time, the substance or behavior becomes something the brain believes it needs to survive. This is why addiction is not about being weak. It's about the brain being rewired. Chapter 2. How addiction starts. Most addictions begin for one of three reasons. 1. To escape pain, emotional trauma, stress, anxiety, depression. 2. To feel something, when life feels empty, numb, or overwhelming. 3. To fit in or cope, social pressure, environment, or curiosity. At first, the substance feels like relief, a break, a moment of peace. The brain learns, this makes me feel better. But with repeated use, the brain adapts. It expects the substance. It craves the relief, and eventually, it demands it. This is the beginning of dependence. Chapter 3. What happens to the brain? Addiction hijacks the brain as reward system, the same system that is supposed to motivate us to eat, sleep, and connect with others. When a person uses a substance, the brain releases large amounts of dopamine, creating a powerful sense of pleasure or escape. But the brain isn't designed for those levels, so it adjusts. It reduces dopamine receptors. Normal life begins to feel dull, empty, or joyless. Soon, the person doesn't use to get high. They use just to feel normal. That's the trap. Chapter 4. Why can't they just stop? From the outside, it can look simple. Just stop. But when the brain is rewired to depend on a substance, stopping isn't a decision, it's a battle. Withdrawal can be physical, emotional, psychological, and in some cases, dangerous. On top of that, addiction is often tied to deeper pain. Trauma, loneliness, mental health struggles, unresolved emotions. When someone stops using, all that pain comes rushing back. This is why support, compassion, and treatment are so important. Nobody recovers alone. Chapter 5. The cycle of relapse. Relapse isn't failure. It's a symptom. The brain takes time to heal, and triggers can hit without warning. A smell, a memory, stress, loneliness, grief. Recovery is not a straight line. It's a process of learning, rebuilding, and slowly taking your life back. If someone relapses, it doesn't mean they don't care. It means the condition is still active and more support is needed. Chapter 6. The hope. Recovery is possible. Here's the most important part. The brain can heal. Neural pathways can rebuild. Motivation can return. Life can become meaningful again. Recovery takes support, accountability, healthy coping tools, structured time, and self-compassion. But people recover every single day. No matter how long someone has struggled, there's always a path forward. Addiction does not mean broken. It means human, and humans can heal. If you or someone you love is battling addiction, remember this. You are not alone. You are not beyond help. And you are not defined by your darkest moments. There is hope. There is support. And this chapter of your story doesn't have to be the ending.